Welcome to another episode of This Is We.
Did you miss us? I missed us.
But, yes, this is a good episode.
America's Next Top Model continues to blow my mind.
Cycle 21.
How do they do it?
Because we're crazy people.
Crazy. The characters on the show, you could not write them.
No, it's all unscripted. I just can't. Man, we're just cuckoo.
Yeah, and alcohol helps so much in bringing out the true character of people.
Well, in this one, it's specifically Romeo's birthday, so that.
Where should we start?
Start at the beginning. I mean, the first thing we did was we came back to the house and we got to see Ben's photo, looking hot as ever. And it was nice to look at him for a couple of days on the TV screen. But the weird thing is that we did Truth or Dare, and we played it for like an hour, and so we were all sitting around, and Matthew dared Kari and Mariana to make out, and boys have this weird obsession with two women kissing or doing anything, so it was all of us were just like, whatever, it's not a big of a deal, and so we did, and then Kari, I think it was Kari, dared Denzel and Keith to kiss.
Oh my god, did they flip out?
They flipped out. They
oh
were just
my
like,
god, I wish they were done.
Oh no, we are not doing that, that's just wrong. And then me and Matthew.
They said that's just wrong?
Yeah, they were just not gonna do it. And we were all just like, okay, then whenever y'all are, wimps and you won't do it.
Homophobic.
It's not that big a deal. But then I was sitting there with Matthew and we're both just like, what? I don't understand. And so, looking back and seeing the show, it's very interesting to me to know that they can show two girls kissing and no one gives a rat's ass.
But they're not gonna show.
But when me and Matthew did our kiss, it's like, what did
the world is ending.
Yeah, it's a double standard to me, and I thought it was very interesting. Not that I'm mad at all, but it's just very interesting to think about. But Truth or Dare was really fun. It was a lot longer than what they showed, and we definitely did some things that probably can't be shown on television.
Can you tell us anything that please. Everyone's probably
naked people.
Nakedness?
Yeah, duh.
Get to see any boobies?
All the time.
Yay!
But, it was really fun that night, and
y'all all look like you're getting along and having a good time together, which is not, maybe it's because Chantel's gone and Romeo's drinking, but, at least there's harmony.
Yeah, we all really enjoy each other's company. We made a point to, get to know each other and have fun together, and so I think that kind of sets us apart from every other cycle.
Agreed.
But yeah, so that was a fun night. And then the next day,
Spider shoot.
Dear Yusai, don't ever wake me up like that again.
Oh. Well, Romeo was ready. He even had his shades on.
Well, we all knew they were setting up the photo shoot stuff the night before, but they didn't start until 2 o'clock in the morning when Adam was awake, but nobody else was awake. And so we all kind of woke up in the middle of the night hearing them doing stuff. And so 6 o'clock in the morning rolls around, and I'm already awake because I know something's coming. And then Yusai opens the door and starts screaming bloody murder. And it was just like, oh God, here we go. Because we all walked downstairs and Yusai was standing there and we could see the photo shoot equipment and all kinds of fun stuff in the background, like the tents and everything. And our backyard was taken over by people. So it was really early. And then we got paired up, which I thought was really funny that Denzel and Kari were together and then Mariana and Keith were together.
Perfect. But that's on purpose. Yeah, come on.
On purpose.
Just like you and Matthew.
Oh, that was on purpose.
Well, they would have been dumb if they didn't do that.
Yeah, me and Matthew were pretty excited to be together, so that was really fun. But I thought it was really interesting because Denzel did not like the fact that Keith and Mariana were together. He was not happy.
Yeah, you know what I'm kind of surprised at? I thought it would have been interesting if they'd let Ben choose his partner since he was the winner of the last best photo. I don't know.
They didn't show this either, but Ben and Adam got massages.
For best photo for Ben?
Yeah, they did. And it was
romance.
It was really funny because they'll probably show it in the recap episode, but it was funny because Raylia, Shy, and Lennox, and kind of me or Kari too, we were feeding them really nasty food as they were doing their massages, grapes covered in ketchup and just like random things, putting it in their mouth.
Ew.
It was really funny. But yeah, they got massages, and then, but I don't think they would have let him pick his own partner because I think they had a plan.
Yeah, they didn't want to.
Yeah. So the one partnership I did not want to watch was Lennox and Romeo.
Poor girl.
By themselves, they're both great, but those two people together, there's no chemistry whatsoever. Nothing at all.
Well, and okay, here's the other thing is that you have this, we forgot to talk about the lesson with Tyra.
Oh, yeah.
Let's back up and talk about it. But I just thought that, okay, Romeo, as a model, you are on a team now. You have to do this together. You know that your partner is struggling. Why would you not do everything to help her? Like, I know Lennox should have been helping herself, but why didn't Romeo, like, I don't know, they just didn't even try to work together.
Yeah.
I don't know, I was just disappointed. I was hoping that Romeo would step up a little bit and Lennox too. But, you know what I mean?
No, I 100% agree.
Because he has that factor. He is sexy. He can work the camera like that. I don't understand why he didn't go, hey, okay, this is what we're going to do. Let's watch all these other people.
Because it's both of you on the line. It's not just you.
Yeah.
Because the judges are going to be watching your commercial, and if one of you struggles really bad, it's going to bring down the whole commercial. So I don't understand why.
He was being really stubborn.
It was a two-way thing. Like, they both just didn't try to work together, and it was hard to watch because it was just awkward.
It looked
just
really awkward. She looked really uncomfortable. There was something happening, and it was Yusai, or maybe no. Franco, isn't that the photographer's name?
Yeah.
Was addressing all of y'all, and Romeo is just chilling in the back with the shades on, being super disrespectful. I don't understand how people think that they can act like that. Even if you're busy or you were getting your makeup done, you should have been like, hey, sorry, apologetic. These people hold your life. He could have just gone to Tyra and been like, this guy was extremely rude and disrespectful. Don't give him a good score. Right? I mean, isn't that how it works? Don't they take the photographer's input?
Sometimes. But I agree. It was really weird because Franco and Yusai walked into our tent, and all of us literally got up out of our seats and stood in front of them.
Yeah.
And then we had this whole like conversation back and forth, and then they were like, "Where's Romeo? Where's Romeo?" And he's sitting in the other corner in the back, talking to the makeup artist and getting his makeup done. And they're like, why are you so far away? Why aren't you paying attention? He's like, I am paying attention. And they're just like, everybody else is up here. Why are you over there? So it was just a very awkward situation that we all were just like, ooh, what do we do? I don't know what to do. But it was very uncomfortable. That whole day, it was his birthday, and happy birthday, but doesn't give you an entitlement. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you ain't the shit just because it's your birthday.
Yeah. But, I mean, backtracking, we had our Teach with Tyra, and the first one was Work the Smirk, then Fierce Fantasy Head Roll, and then Peeping Booch / Tooch.
Should we practice all of them really fast?
So the first one is Work the Smirk.
Should
You
I
have
try?
the eyebrow.
Do I?
There you go. Ooh, she's doing good.
What's the next one?
Fierce Fantasy Head Roll. So you just gotta move your hair. And then for boys, it's like, oh, it hurts.
Oh, it hurt my neck. My neck.
And add it with my neck, my back. Oops. And then you gotta put them together. So Work the Smirk and the head roll.
That's gonna be really hard. It's kind of hard for me not to smile.
Bringing back the memories.
I don't know if
The last one is the Peeping Tooch, and that's your rear. But
I'm standing.
Yeah, well.
I don't even have pants on.
Get your imaginations rolling. We'll save it for
Imagine my booch. Or wait, do I have a tooch or a booch? I get
Tooch, girls
confused.
are Tooch. Boys
And I have a boom boom boom.
Boom boom wow.
And you have a boom boom boom.
Yeah. So many words. But it was really fun. That Teach was really interesting. Because we got to see everybody like learning and trying to do stuff, and it was really funny because people would like get really into it, but then they wouldn't look very good, and then like you would feel so uncomfortable. Like when I was doing it, I was like, I feel really uncomfortable, and I don't know what I look like. And then
I'm just gonna bow down to Ray Leah for like 1,000 years. It's like, this
girlfriend.
Teach me your ways.
She doesn't have to do anything.
Nothing. She's perfect. Perfect. You're perfect.
Literally, she can just stand there, and you're like, I'm turned on.
I'm turned on. Not even doing anything.
Just standing there, all of your glory.
The most gorgeous, sexiest person ever. Ever.
It was so great.
10s across the board.
Oh my god. So we were watching Ray Leah, and all of us were just like, this bitch. Because she really didn't have to do anything, and Tyra was just like, okay, you're done. You don't need to practice, whatever. And so after that whole teach with Tyra, we went home, and me, Ray Leah, Shy, stood in the mirror in the bathroom for over an hour, and we were just practicing, like,
Better work.
looking at each other and like just doing it all, having fun with it together. And Lennox is sitting on the counter. She sat there for an hour just watching us. She would leave every once in a while, go get like snacks and crap. But she wouldn't. She would not do it. And we were getting really frustrated because we're like, you didn't do very well when you were learning from Tyra. If you really need to practice, you're gonna go home. And then I found out, I was like, Lennox, you're gonna go home if you don't try. Like, that's not acceptable. You have to try to get better. And so she just didn't try. She practiced, she didn't do anything. And so the next day when we had the photo shoot, it showed.
Oh my god, yeah.
So
yeah, I don't understand Lennox, although not knocking it, but she is very young. So I think that might have a little bit to do with it.
But even in her interview, she said that she gave up, and like when you're in this competition, like there's a lot of times that I wanted to give up and like not try, especially in the beginning when I was in the bottom two, because that was just really stressful.
Yeah.
But the second you tell yourself that you give up, like
you're done.
You're done.
There's too many people in this competition that one want it really, really bad, and two are willing to do anything to get it.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to give up everything, you don't deserve to win.
Right.
Sorry.
And I love my baby Lennox. She's
perfection.
Love me some Lennox, but that was probably her hardest photo shoot she had so far. She got lucky to be able to stay in the competition, but it was just
thanks, Romeo.
really hard to watch. And then after our photo shoot, the craziness happens.
Wait, go back to the photo shoot with you and Matthew.
Oh, before the
we
craziness.
we want to hear all the details.
So me and Matthew actually went first for the photo shoot, and we set the bar really high.
Did you practice?
No, we didn't practice.
Really?
So we did a bunch of different shots by ourselves. Like Matthew would do one by himself, and I would do it by myself. And then the first time that we did our shot together was on the web, the huge web that we had to climb up and like look like spiders. But that was the first time we did everything. At first, Matthew was really uncomfortable. I know it was uncomfortable because I was just going for it, and they're like, "No, like, I need to feel that it's real." And so
he turned it on.
So that's when you see little subtitles, and Matthew's like, "We got this," and I'm like, "I'm gonna buy your effing lip," because I was like, "We gotta like commit." And so that's
when
so
they didn't tell you to buy his lip? You just
no, they told us to.
Oh, I was like, what?
No, they told us to, but they were just like, "You're not committing in the beginning," and so we were just like, get into it. And so when we did it again, I bit his lip and I made him bleed. Oops.
Sorry, I'm not sorry.
It happened, and then we just started laughing because it was so funny. And then Franco was just like, I love it. And then he was like, bite his nipple. And I was like, okay. And so
anything you say.
I bit his nipple.
I can't believe they didn't put it in there.
Me neither. It was hilarious. Everyone on set was dying laughing because it was so funny. Because we had already gotten our shot. We did a really good job, I think. You could beg to differ, but but we were just kind of having fun with it. And then Franco was like, bite his nipple, and I was like, I'll do it, okay. And then Matthew was like, holy shit, you just bit my nipple. And then we came down, and it was just so chill.
Follow that.
Yeah, so we got to watch everybody else, but walking away, we were like, we killed that.
Completely.
And we looked good. We looked real good.
I was a little flustered after watching that one. And then Ray Leah, of course. Go off, Ray Leah. Can't talk about it. It's too good.
And then I loved Mariana. She looked great.
She looked so good. I was truly impressed with her.
She looked really awesome.
This is the best I've ever seen her.
I agree. So that was a really great day for Mariana. And then I thought that Adam, just like if you watch his clips and like from the commercial and then from the shoot, he looks like he has a stick up his butt. Like he's just like so stiff. And all of us were like, relax. Like I was like, you want me to teach you some yoga, some ballet, something to relax you, anything, because all the time in the house or anything, he's just very stiff and very controlled. Like he's really great posture and he doesn't know how to like
relax and be loose.
Like slouch or just do anything. And so when he was doing the shoot, like you get a bite from someone and then you're supposed to just like die. It was so hard for him because he would just get a bite and he was like, Meh.
Like just lean
so
over straight.
We were all trying to help him really give him good advice to like relax, but he just struggled a lot with, not looking too stiff. So that was one that was hard for us to like watch because you want to help him so much. So the birthday crazy.
Yeah, let's get to that.
That night was really long because we finished the photo shoot around 8 or 9, and we all like immediately went into the birthday celebrations, and a lot of us were just really tired. We didn't really want to do anything.
Wait, it took from 6 in the morning till 9 o'clock at night?
Yeah, it took forever.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
That's every photo shoot though. But a lot of us didn't really want to have like party or whatever with Romeo for his birthday because we were so tired, and so we all kind of just like powered through, and we went through a lot of alcohol really quickly.
It's always good.
And so we started playing games at the kitchen table, and they don't show this, but Romeo actually got into a fight with Ray Leah, and that one was a really...
Over what?
Who's gonna win? The fight was over who's gonna win, so it was very...
Stupid?
Yeah. It was just... Everyone was like, why are you arguing? There's no point to this. And then later on, like we were all kind of settling down to go to bed, and you can see that me and Shai are in our beds, and then everybody else in that room is in their bed, and then Romeo just like comes up in there after I've already put him in his bed. Put Romeo in his bed that night. He probably doesn't remember because he was blackout, but
supposedly.
He comes up and just starts jumping on our beds and like is all over us, and we're just like, yay Romeo, it's your birthday, now we need to go to sleep because we have to wake up early. And then he leaves, and then we just start hearing like, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me, from Romeo yelling in the house. And so you'll see all of us running down the hallway to see like what's going on. Oh gosh, we gotta make sure we don't make a mistake or do anything they would regret. And so we're all standing in the hallway, and Adam is being really chill about it. He's like, I'm not gonna touch you because I'm gonna go home.
So
cool, back away,
collected.
like back away from me, Romeo, just stay away. And Romeo just like gets up in his face and gives him a headbutt. And it doesn't look like a serious, like, violent act, but right after that, Adam had a black eye.
Yeah.
Like, he had a black eye for the next couple of days because it was a forceful hit. And so all of us were just like, oh no, why did you do that, Romeo? And so I pulled him away and went and put him in his bed, and I was like, go to sleep, we'll figure everything out in the morning. But all of us kind of stayed up talking, and we're like, he's gonna go home. Because then, I mean, there's a no tolerance policy for any violence.
Yeah.
And if any of us don't feel safe or anything, then that's, means to being disqualified. So we all kind of knew that Romeo would be going home. And it was really sad because the next day he knew it was going to be coming. And he kind of just kept yelling and,
he
stirring the pot. Yeah, and we were all of us just kind of, Romeo, calm down, like, don't make it worse than it already is.
He's probably panicking.
Yeah, that's essentially what it was. He was just panicking because he knew it was going to end, and it was really sad when we got to the challenge to hear you, Simon, as Jay say, Romeo, you're disqualified, because, you don't want anyone to be disqualified for something dumb.
Well, that is really sad, but, I think it's
Bye
the best for everybody. Bye. Ooh, sorry.
Yeah, but that night, it was really sad also because that night when we were celebrating his birthday and we were drinking, and he was kind of letting it go and like letting loose and being the real Romeo. He was awesome. Cool. It was so fun. We were all talking about it, and we were just like, he's so fun tonight. Why isn't this like that all the time? Like, I know it's a competition, like you want to win, but we're all here for the same reasons, and we all want to do really well. Why can't we all be supportive of each other? And that was my theory for the show. Is like support everyone, make good friends, and do your best. And so it was really hard for me to like not understand why he didn't want to be a part of our family. He just was very distant, and that night was the only night that we saw the real Romeo, that all of us were like, why isn't this guy all the time? Like, I love this guy.
His behavior, I think, is a direct reflection of him distancing himself from you guys, because, I mean, like, we couldn't even talk to each other, and we're best friends. You have no other choice but to make friends with these people because you need support, because this is going to be hard. The minute he cut himself off from that, he ruined his chances, in my opinion, and I think that this would not have happened had he just stopped trying to put spells on people and try and integrate himself into this family.
And he even said stuff like that. He was like, I wish I was, like, me and Raylia are best friends, and you'll see that on the show, but he was like, I'm jealous of you and Will's friendship. To Raylia, she was like, well, you can be our friend, like, you don't have to distance yourself. And it was just hard for us, you know, because you want everyone to be included, I mean, especially me, so it was just hard, but he had to leave.
Did he y'all by, or did he just do so?
No, he just left. It was, all of us were kind of like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But, bye, Romeo.
You done good.
Your pictures were great.
Yeah, you look great.
Your attitude was not great. But that day, we got to do an awesome challenge.
Stilts!
I was 10 foot tall.
Stilts.
10 feet tall.
That is incredible.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was really hard. And it took a lot of us a long time to get up. I think Kari was the first one that was just walking around the room, and all of us were just like, how are you doing this? It took me, like, I was in the middle of the pack. Like, there was people that got it way before me, and then I finally got it. I fell a couple times, like.
Raylia.
Oh, poor baby.
Raylia.
But after we had practiced a lot, we started getting ready, and then we had been off of the stilts for over 2 hours, waiting to the runway. And so we hadn't practiced again, and then we put all our outfits on, and we put the stilts back on, and then all of us were like, oh God, I don't remember how to do this.
Oh.
So it was like a whole another learning experience. And so when we were getting ready to go down the runway, me and Kari were first. They don't show it, but the doorway was right here for me to go out. So I had to duck forward, and when I ducked forward, I stepped and like stumbled like for 3 steps, and then I got it back up. And then I started like moving the garment, as Miss J said, but it was just like, ugh, it's terrifying, especially when the door's right here and you have to, you know, go down and you lose your balance. So that was
oh yeah, Shai said she tripped too, but they didn't show it.
I think everyone had a little bit of a stumble because we went down multiple times.
Back and forth on the
We
runway?
went down once, me, like, you go in your pair, and then everybody went, and then we did a train. They are crazy for making us do a train, y'all.
That is crazy. Okay, hang on 1 second. While she opens the door. Okay, it's still going good. Come on in. You okay?
Yeah. The train was so stupid. Like,
wait, okay, I'm imagining like your hands are on your shoulders.
No. It was like 3 paces. So like, I would go, Kari would go, and there was like, you know, 10 feet between everybody. So it was like, but it's still very scary because if you fall, then the whole domino effect, everybody just goes tumbling down like Bambi, like Raylia did in hers.
Like
but
Bambi.
That's what she looked like, Bambi. And Raylia almost knocked down the whole set. It was hilarious. It was so funny.
I like how they have all these people like in full-on white suits, like running around like this.
Those are our teachers, and they were like always
me?
Everywhere. There's mats around the runway just in case we fell, and they were standing there just like, "You need anything? You okay?" And we're just like, "We're good. We're walking. We're alive." But it was I just couldn't stop laughing at the fact that Raylia fell because she was just like.
And she still looked awesome. She just got
back up. Denzel helped her up. Thank you, Denzel, for helping my girl. But y'all killed it when y'all got back up. It was great.
I did. And Ben had to walk by himself, but he looked awesome.
Yeah, pole dancing down the
he did great.
middle. It's great. Great to watch. But after our challenge, we got our challenge scores. And I really thought that I was going to win. I thought that I got really good feedback and that me and Kari did the best out of the pairs. So I thought me and Kari were going to be 1 and 2, her winning, me winning, whatever. And then Ben won, which he did a great job.
He did. It kind of had an advantage because
he was alone
by himself.
So he could show off however he wanted to. And it was, for me, the scariest part wasn't being on the stilts, it was being next to someone. Because my outfit had this huge, like, wing tool skirt shoulder thing, and so did Kari's, and so when we're walking, like, we're touching. And so if you, like, bump each other, in any form,
yeah, you go into
one person's gonna fall, and so it was very nerve-wracking to have that going on as well. So for Ben, he didn't have that, so a little bit of an advantage, but he did really awesome. So he deserved to win.
He definitely, sure. I agree. I definitely deserved to win.
But after that,
spot. Did you get a 9?
I got an 8.
Oh, close enough.
Ben got a 9. But after that, we immediately go into panel, and we get to see the commercials.
Oh my God, loved them. We already
all of them were good. All of them were really good. And
yeah, they were.
But watching me and Matthew, I remember just being, I remember standing there at panel and
your
just looking
eyebrows.
I was looking at it and I was like, oh my God, this is so great. This is so awesome. And then I turned to the judge and I was like, oh shit, I hope they like it.
Which they did.
Which they did. And it was really awesome because we were the first ones up to panel. They changed the order a little bit. We were the first ones up, and so we were just like, I hope this is, really good and that we made it look believable. And I'm proud of me and Matthew.
I'm so proud.
What? Yes, God. Love Mr. Matthew all the time. Hashtag love you. Anyways. Precious Baby Lennox. I don't know if you saw her commercial, but she looked uncomfortable. And
constipated is the exact word.
If you looked at her other photo shoots from previous times or from the future ones that we had, that girl can be sexy. 100%.
Oh, her photos are sexy. I don't know what she's talking about.
It was just, she just went into this weird funk of giving up. And it was like, you are sexy just standing there.
It's video versus a photo. You can capture her sexiness in an instant, but it's when she has to do it for a period of time that it makes her nervous. I mean, that's normal. Anyone would be nervous and really young.
I mean, I just didn't understand why she didn't feel sexy because she looks freaking amazing all the time.
Someone needs to tell her that.
Yes, God.
Call her
but Precious Baby Lennox gets a 1.
That's rough.
It was real rough.
That's the roughest.
First one ever. And I think that it was kind of a, they knew it was coming that she would end up staying because Romeo left, but it was still, I think it was a Tyra lighting a fire under her butt to be like, you better get it going because I believe in you.
Yeah, and now she only gets 5 shots.
She only gets 5 frames. And with the next photo shoot, it was rough.
Oh, shoot. What's the next one?
The hair.
She looks awesome in this picture. I remember voting for y'all and just being like, Lennox has best. Lennox is the best. Lennox is the best.
Always. Lennox is always the best.
She only needs 5.
You'll see. It was a very stressful day for her, and
poor thing.
Yeah. So we'll see if she ends up
doing well. We're rooting for you.
Yeah, we are. But best photo.
I know. I'm just gonna bag it. Oh yeah.
But that was a really exciting because I didn't think that I was gonna get it. I thought Raylia was gonna get it because she got 2 10s and an 8 or a 7.
But her challenge
score was really low, so I knew that we had the same amount of points before fan vote, and so I knew that it was going to come down to that. And I mean, regardless, me and Raylia being 1 and 2 was the best panel ever. It was so awesome.
Dude, when they do paired up things, I'd be like, put me with Will, put me with Raylia, right?
Put me with the sexy bitches.
Put me with the sexy ones. Well, they're sexy, but
it was exciting to win.
I'm so proud of you.
That was my goal when going into the competition. I was like, I gotta get best photo at least once.
You better get it multiple more times.
We'll see. But yeah, it was relieving to know that Lennox wasn't going home because none of us really wanted her to go.
Yeah.
And the fact that Adam and Lennox were in the bottom 2, we didn't want anyone to leave.
Yeah.
Because
at this point,
we had all had a really stressful week because of Romeo. And we just got a lot closer because of it, and I think that's why all of us have bonded so much.
Yeah.
Because of the situation, so we just didn't want anybody to leave the family, and nobody did, so it was great.
That's good.
But also, Ben got a 5. That was really bad. Ben got a 5 from Tyra.
His
commercial just
was bad.
It was rough. To me, when I watched it, I was like, this is really cheesy. He made it look too over-exaggerated.
It's the same thing with Lennox. In a 1 frame, you look great, but when you have to do the acting part of it, it's not.
So that was really tough because I thought Ben would be in danger. I thought it would be Ben and Lennox in the bottom, but it was Adam. So that was really rough.
Glad everybody
but everybody stayed. We were top 11. Next week will be top 10.
So at this point, now that we've gotten rid of some people, who do you think is really your biggest competition right now?
Based on all the scores and all the photos, to me, I thought my biggest competition was Lennox for sure. Regardless of her commercial, I knew that that would probably be our only commercial or only type of video that we were going to do, and she's been killing every photo shoot. So Linux is always on my radar, but also I think that Mariana kind of shot up in my view of who was going to be a competitor because her commercial was so great. Like, it was so good.
She turned it on.
It was so amazing.
So at this point, if you knew you couldn't win, who would you want to win?
It's too early.
It's too early to
It's
ask
only
that
episode
question.
5.
Okay, so can you give us any hints for next week?
Next week,
Anything at all?
well, one is Linux's 5-frame shot, and she goes last. So we'll see how that goes. And then we also have our challenge with Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon, that's a great, and Nina.
And Nina from last year.
Love me some Nina.
That was a fun day. So you'll be entertained with this.
Oh, this is the photo shoot when you call me. I
Yeah.
hope they don't show that.
She was crying.
I was crying.
But
I missed you.
yes, it's gonna be a good episode.
I'm excited. That hair gonna be rough.
We're gonna see Beard Weed Jesus.
I just thought of something really funny. They had like made his beard really long too, and his hair.
Like Gandalf.
Yeah, and then made
Good
it
lord.
flip.
Good lord. I don't understand that whack ass beard. But make sure you watch next Monday at 9, 8 Central, and then tune in on Tuesday to watch our recap video of what we thought. And then like it and comment below, and we'll respond.
Subscribe.
Subscribe too. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.
Thanks
And sing
again.